This is a midweek update based off of really last week and what we were seeing earlier this week. We're going to focus on about 5 different points that are really key to what's going on. And one thing I want to show is that the market is always telling a story. The market is always telling a story. So literally, it's crazy how, last week we were following this market, right? We were following exactly what this chart was doing. And we were following the trend line of it down. We were talking about it breaking out, retesting. We literally have the videos recorded of us saying these things. And then week open happened here. It retested down, trapped sellers here, and then pushed straight up into these high levels. So the whole story of the situation that really has happened is it was already coming from an uptrend type of move. The trend is trending upwards. We did have, starting January 7th, a downtrend starting to form, but it didn't break these structure levels, the support structure level that was holding to create a actual downtrend. It just retested partially, respected the supports, started pinching, and it went into wedge formation. And then we were actually playing the trend line since we saw it respect that level many times. So coming into this week, this is the most important part, is we had the support here. We did break outside the trend line here, and then we had it push up. The main part that I was looking forward to test was this high level, which we literally just saw that with AUD employment rate came out, which was really good for AUD. We had this huge push up at 730. So that's what made this market do that. But we already understood that we were playing to the high side. We actually have target up here around 6.8, 200 to 300. I'd say 6.8 to 6.8 300 for real, is where we want the target to hit. And then based off of that, those levels right there, I am expecting to see it start to retest a little bit to close the week. So we're going into Thursday now, coming up. So today's gonna be the Thursday trading day, and the last 2 days of this week, I think we're gonna start seeing it finish out the move that it's doing, and then we'll start seeing it push back down from those levels, those high levels that it already targeted. So what we're seeing now is what I was seeing for a potential pullback area is these previous highs. So we have a pullback area at these previous highs right here. And then also, if you're looking, this is on the 15-minute, but if you're looking at the high target that I was saying that I was expecting it to target, there's 2 levels right there that it could easily pull back to close this gap, this huge move that happened from news, to continue the proper market structure. We'll see. I'm expecting to see a higher low to then create its higher high. Now, I think this would be a deep retrace at this level. This would definitely be a deep retrace. I'm gonna go ahead and take this out. I was using this as a support. So you see how it broke up. It was being used as a resistance to start out. Then it broke above, and then it retested that level, and then pushed up to that high level. That was a support for us at that level right there. Go ahead and take that out too. So the main things we're looking for right now is either a retrace to this level, or for it to continue up to hit this 0.68 level, and then see how deep it wants to go into 0.68. I do think that the overall target is going to be 0.68 for sure. If you're looking for a safe target, which honestly, no, it's already hit 0.68. See, you got to be on my P's and Q's. It's already hit 0.68 and pushed down from that level. So now we're seeing a retrace from that level to then potentially push higher into 0.68. So that's really what we're looking for now. I thought it hadn't hit 0.68 yet, but it did. It already hit 0.68. So, yeah, the high on that one was, 0.68. Literally, this candle right here hit 0.68. So now we're either looking for it. Well, obviously, right now, as we speak, we're looking for the retracement back down to lower levels to give us a discount to then buy again. So, honestly, this chart has worked out perfectly from what we saw from the break of the trend line to the retest to begin the week. And then for it to start pushing up into these levels, the chart has honestly been perfect. And we've actually got some really good moves out of this chart. out of AUD USD. One thing I did mess up with as a trader, I wasn't aware. I knew that AUD employment change was coming out, but I did get distracted for a second, and I wasn't aware to be able to catch the full ability of this move. But I do think that this move happening has created a lot of liquidity within the markets to where now we have opportunities to end the week with moves that are going to happen based off of the move that happened here. So everything's looking good, and this is the midweek update. Hope everyone's had a good trading week, staying disciplined, staying patient, and making the right trades. Once again, it's you versus the person in the mirror. So you can have all the skills you want at the end of the day, but if you don't conquer the pieces and parts of you that's holding you back from being the best version of yourself, then you're never really going to be able to be the best version of yourself on the charts. And it starts with everyday life. So blessings, and we'll be back with the post-week analysis here Friday or Saturday. So let's get it.